That car there, the blue one. The blue one. It's had a minor bump on the front end, but not really drivable because the bodywork's catching the wheel. And the woman was sat inside looking a bit shocked, making phone calls. I mean, the number of times I've been there and gone past there, I've never seen an accident just there. You know, the roads are relatively quiet, what they have been. And there was a police car there earlier. I'm going to go up the just want to go up through Appleton and see what the fall colours are like. What this is all about. They've had this. Oh, there's a truck in there. I sort of assumed it was something to do with fibre or broadband or something. Another 100 or 300 yards ahead. Is it possible they're trying to put, oh, there is some digging on the side there. Probably are laying fibre broadband unless it's gas or something. Doubt it's gas. That's gas. Field of maize there. Usually they grow maize around here as a sort of cattle silage. And harvest it relatively late, like about now. I'm not really sure how wide this common area is. I have to have a look on the Google Maps. It's probably quite a good wildflower area. It's getting rather excessively grown up with scrub though. You know, the odd scattering of trees and scrub is quite a good thing. When they start to meet in the middle, they ought to be doing something with it. On my trailer bike, go take a left through there. It's not exactly exciting or challenging, but it's quite a nice just a little ride through there on mostly stone track. And you come back, well, there's a few options. You can come back around behind to Appleton again, or you can go right through to Spawnton. But there's one little section in the middle which it's a bit unclear if it's green lane or not. It's not really shown as such, but yet it's well used by tractors and that, so I just go through it anyway. Because it's green lane after that one field, it's ridiculous. Quite like doing my winter off-roading. Haven't been along here for a long time, especially with a pickle. And usually, for some reason, I don't know why, I nearly always come up, not down. Do you know, I'm not even sure I've been through here this year. Not with a pickup anyway, I don't know. I think maybe did come through with a bike earlier. I haven't done much on my bike, because like you literally weren't allowed to. My favourite peak season is like May, end of April, May into June. You were hardly allowed to go anywhere. And then you sort of have your busiest period. I knew that was going to happen at the time. We were going to miss the time you have a bit of time through May because of the long evenings and all the rest of it. And then you get into hay time, silage and hay and all the rest of it. And then I tell you what I don't like, what the later part of the summer, it's too bloody busy everywhere, and it was this year more than normal, so that was another reason not to go far or anywhere much. And then we get through into September, it stayed very busy, and now it's October and it's getting cold. It sounds like it's just making excuses, doesn't it? But it's true. This year, it's my favourite. There've been lots of sheep out on here. We're just moving them along. My favourite time by far is... why is all that soil come down there? Through May. one thing that's very striking, all the ash trees are on their absolute last legs round here. It's worse, definitely worse this side south of the moor. This past summer they've sort of sometimes have appeared to recover to some extent, but there's a lot of dead twiggy stuff on them, and they've gone into like winter earlier than normal. It's quite striking that they've all lost their leaves about already. Really under stress, and I think a great many of them next year that you might have thought were still hanging on will prove to be more or less dead. That's a nice house, isn't it? I can't think what that's called, but the original rather sort of gentrified person who had it, he ran the farm associated with it more or less as a hobby, and there was quite a lot of staff, to at least 3 or 4 of them, and when they were all laid off at the end, she gave them about 100 grand each, so it was a lot of money at the time. She gave them a lot of money anyway to pay off. But I have to say, the place doesn't look a whole lot different. Certainly haven't gone, because it's typically you get like a nouveau riche type person or gutted, you know. Not typically, but it's not unusual. This tree. All the yellow leaves just dropping off one by one. And this place, I say this every time I come back, that this place was owned by like a gangland character, as far as we can make out. I don't quite know what he was involved in, but anyway. He's got some connection to somebody who used to live next to us, but apart from that, the other bizarreness was this incident where a wheel. Anyway, I think there's been some. Whether it's been actually an attempted robbery or something even more sinister, like a sort of mafia type terrorising incident. Anyway, there's been some sort of invasion of the house there, and then they'd scarpered. And as the scarpered, it was all like a comedy of errors because they'd run off the road somewhere into a field and had to abandon the car. But the fellow who'd been there, he shouldn't be making light of it because he died later in hospital. I don't know if he was already quite unwell. He was quite an old chap. Anyway, you couldn't make it up. It was like a story from Emmerdale or something. There's always a nice show along here. You have these oak trees, and they're not English oak. I don't know if they're called red oaks or turkey oaks, or they're like a North American. They have like big leaves. They're bigger than English oak, and they do colour quite well. They go quite red. They seem to have gone more brown this time because we have actually had a few slight frosts. It might be partly why. What's they doing here? And the Blacksmith's Arms, or Blacksmith's as it's now called to be trendy, it's actually losing letters off its name. Completely deserted. I feel that there isn't even a caretaker there now. And then along here we've got the other elements of decay. All the trees are dying from ash dieback again. Those below the road, they cleared a conifer plantation down, planted oak mainly it is, and it's doing really well. I think most of these roadside trees are going to have to be cut down because they're dangerous. They're already dropping a lot of bits off. They aren't very big. I think to be honest this pickup is riding better with quite a bit of weight in the back. I've got what, 10 25 kg bags, that's 250 kgs in the back, a quarter of a tonne. Bit of field there looks like.